Hello YouTube.
Hello.
Trev here, Summit or Nothing.
Nathan, also Summit or Nothing.
Hiking on Dartmoor today.
Back to the motherland.
Just a little day hike. Should tick off a few more 3/6 bob squares. A few more tours to have a look at.
Yeah.
We're up in the Dartmeet area.
It's a bit chilly today, but it's fairly clear it's not raining. We've had some horrendous rain lately. Fortunately, there's been a little break in the weather today where we're both free to get out for a little day hike. So we've made the most of the opportunity. Well, not quite. We've started quite late. It's almost midday already.
It's not a huge walk, but there should be plenty to see.
Yeah.
Tours in the area are Yar Tor,
Yeah.
Sharp Tor, there's Mel Tor, Bell Tor. We're just having a walk around Yar Tor down at the moment. See how that goes. But look, Nate, sun's out.
Sun's out, guns out, right?
Sun's out, guns out.
So bought the old DSLR out, the old Nikon D5300. Bought some neutral density filters with me today. What I've tried to do in the past is to try and take some pictures to slow some water down on Dartmoor when the weather's been as bright as it has. But without any neutral density filters, I can't slow the light down enough to be able to capture sort of the motion of the water to sort of make it go all smoky and milky, if you like. So what we'll do is we'll just try and get down low, see if there are some river crossings out of the wind and see what we can do. Yeah, you know, the never-ending learning process of trying to sort of pick up digital photography. It's a minefield, but it's a bit of fun, isn't it? If you enjoy it, stick with it, whatever you do. Doesn't matter if you're the best at it, it's how it makes you feel that matters, isn't it?
Alright, so we've parked here just down from Yar Tor down. And then we've walked down this hill. I think we're at this settlement here, and then we'll have a look at Sharp Tor. Then we can go to Mel Tor along the Two Moors Way, to Bell Tor, try and find our way up to Corndon down, then over to Yar Tor for the final summit of the day, and then back to the car park. As I say, just a small walk today. It's good to have Nath back with me. It's a bit weird when I go out on my own, up on the moors the other week. So it's good to have the old boy here. We're just having a look down here at some settlements. We'll take you and have a look at that. Some nice views around here, taking in all these tours. Maybe a little bit ambitious for 4.5 hours of daylight. I have put my headlamp though in case we do get left out in the dark. And it's absolutely beautiful here, all these autumnal trees. We're looking out across there, big valley of forestry or woodland. Well, we've deviated from the plan slightly. Nathan's quite pleased because there seems to be running water down here, so he's going to have a go at his milky photography with his new filters. You never know, they might feature in this video if he sends them along. Well, Nath got over. Let's see if I can get over. It's a bit greasy. I don't like doing this with the camera in the hand. He's not here to film it though, so he's off already. Up and over. That's alright, I've got my gaiters on and my boots, doing exactly what they said on the tin, wasn't it? So right down the valley now, then we go up, bit of a climb up there to Sharp Tor. Nath's around here somewhere, taking his photos.
So guys, thank you for joining me on another mini episode of Nathan's budget photography adventure. And as I'm using, I think it's called Koken neutral density filters. Rather than having specific size filters for each lens fitment, I bought one set that covered the 4 lenses that I use generally. And I think I paid something like £35–40 for the kit off Amazon. It comes with 1 neutral density filter and 2 graduated neutral density filters. They weren't enough in decent sunlight to slow a motion down that much, so I bought another individual filter. Same make.
Oh, you've got some sexy kit here now, Nath.
Getting there, mate, yeah. My biggest regret is that I'm still using the 1855 kit lens. And most of the sort of blogs and that I read sort of reference that
there's almost no point using the kit lens because the glass never does justice to the camera that you use. They do a DX 1755 lens that's a professional style glass. It's really highly rated. You know how much that is brand new? Like just under £1 grand.
Affordable.
Yeah, you know, it's in my price range. It's twice as much as the camera, but they say put your money in glass, don't they?
Shouldn't take much to get a milky shot here with this speed of this water, would it?
Putting the lenses on, the filters on, enabled me to slow the shutter speed down at a high aperture with a good decent depth of field. Managed to slow it down to about 10 to 13 seconds. So I set the camera up as low as I could to try and get a perspective that you wouldn't normally see. My biggest weakness, I would say, is composition. You can be the best technical photographer in the world, but if your shots are always composed badly, then you're never going to go very far, I guess.
Nate's done his milky shots, so now we're heading back up to the summit of Sharp Tor. See what we can see from up there. But it's not very clear, the track. Once you're in here, it's all quite ferny. You know how we like our ferns. Trying to carve a route through here. It's got to be a way somewhere. I saw a really defined track, but seem to have lost it now. So at least it's winter. All the ferns are dying.
Summer's gone and all the ferns are dying. Tissue must go and I must stay fine.
Just walking up, I think it's Sharp Tor, and come across this little place. How cool is this? If it was in the summer and the weather was quite decent and you wanted to go super light, just a bivvy bag, sleeping bag, that would be a cool little spot. It's quite sheltered in there. You got a rock to shelter yourself under, and then this rock here you can put your stove and your kit under. I think it'd be worth carrying a notepad and sort of like noting these places for future reference, you know, or put a pencil mark on your map.
Windy up there, I think. Oh, that's Venford over there, isn't it? It's Venford Reservoir over there. So the Twin Falls are there. This is where me and Nath walked before along here. Then we come down here, down to the river, and then backtracked all the way along. Got it wrong, didn't we? What, mate?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. Saying that's Venford over there. The Twin Falls.
Oh, so we've been in those woods?
Yeah. Haven't we?
That's where we was doing milky shots.
Yeah.
Summit or nothing! Sharp Tor.
Sharp Tor.
That one next, is it?
I think so. Right, so we're Sharp Tor. I think that with the car park up there is Bell Tor. So that makes that Mel Tor over there.
Mel and Bell.
Mel and Bell. Bell and Sebastian. It's just how we get across there. There is a river crossing as well. So do we have an adventure down there and see what we can find?
Of course we have an adventure.
Of course we do.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So in direct contradiction to a previous request from Trevor and from you guys to not eat whilst filming on camera, I've been requested to eat on camera and review this lovely piece of high energy flapjack that Trevor's baked at home and supplied for me.